It is such a beautiful day today, deep divers. But you ain't ready for this one. You ain't ready for this one, deep divers, because we're about to have fun with this one. Oh, baby. A lot of fun with this one, deep divers. And as soon as I say that, the cat down the road pulls up. He's already got his popcorn. Deep divers, that means it's time to dive deep. We got a whole lot to talk about. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby. Such a gorgeous day. It's a new day, deep divers, with blue skies, white clouds, the cat down the road eating popcorn. I'm just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I'm sending you tons of good ass energy today, deep divers. Take that, take that, take that. Let's dive straight into it, deep divers. They'll do you dirty if you let them. This video will leave you speechless. Oh my gosh, deep divers. We got a whole lot to talk about. Now, a lot of people were loving yesterday's video. But this video is even gonna make you raise your eyebrows even more. Right now, much of the world is in a state of emergency. And they will do you dirty if you let them. Are you ready for this? You ready? I'm not though, because someone still hasn't got Ralph Smart any breakfast. We ain't even had breakfast yet, deep divers. Can I get a hello? Wonderful deep divers, shout out to you. I'm sending you good energy today. Let me dive straight into it. They will do you dirty if you let them. This video will leave you speechless. Right now, a lot of people are seeing that their freedoms are slowly being taken away from them. A lot of people remember just walking around freely, going into the supermarket, coming back out. Now they got to queue up. So much is happening so quickly on the planet, it is overwhelming. The cabal have a grip on humanity, and they will do you dirty if you let them. Deep divers, I want to remind you that you are the power. And nobody can take away your power without your consent. What? Slow motion this side. There is a lot of human acquiescing going on. Acquiescence means agreement or consent without protest. I told you, this is a massive experiment. I told you, this is Simon Says. Stay indoors. Be in quarantine for the rest of your life. Simon Says, take a vaccine, okay? In 1933, when Hitler came to power, the Gestapo, secret police organization in Nazi Germany, ordered the burning of books. Okay? The burning of millions of books in Germany. Why? Because they realized that if the people never had the knowledge, the information, they would be under our jurisdiction. In ancient Egypt, you had the Library of Alexandria, okay? And Julius Caesar destroyed that library because he also knew that when you take the knowledge from the people, they are powerless. So deep divers, what I'm reminding you is that knowledge is power. And if you let them, they will burn your books. But they haven't burned any books, Ralph. They are censoring information on the internet. YouTube has a new rule that you can't talk about 5G and COVID-19. So, if you allow them to, we will slowly turn into Nazi Germany. You have to stand up for something. You have to stand up for your rights, deep divers, because you have power. Look, they will do you dirty if you let them. The cabal will do you dirty if you let them. Do you know what I say, deep divers? We ain't having it. We ain't having it. I want you to realize that you have to speak your truth, okay? Even if your voice shakes. Let me dive into COVID-19, okay? Bill Gates has said that he hopes to have a vaccine for the COVID-19 virus. But do you know what COVID-19 actually stands for, deep divers? Certificate of Vaccination ID. What? Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. Certificates of Vaccination ID. That's what this is all about. And if you let them, they will do you dirty. Law enforcement will ask you for your certificate of vaccination ID. They will ask you for your COVID-19 coronavirus identification. And if you don't show them it, they will arrest you. Unless you stand up right now and you protest. If this had happened in the 60s and 70s, there would have been a revolution, deep divers. Right now, a lot of people are bots, always online on their phone. They haven't got the fighting spirit in them again. And we have to get that back. I told you, we have to be the lion instead of the sheep. Someone actually asked me, they're like, Ralph, how do we avoid the vaccinations, the mandatory vaccinations, okay, that are on the way within the next 16 months? And how do the cabal fall? So I'm going to talk about that today. You have to realize, okay, that you are the majority. You are not the minority. We are the blood of the system. Without us, there is no them. I saw a video of a nurse, okay, breaking down, deep diver. She was crying because she was dealing with COVID-19 patients. And she said, it is so stressful. Like, people forget that nurses are actually just human beings. Don't you think, deep divers, they should pay nurses as much as they pay Hollywood actors? What? Slow motion this side. Because they are the star of the show. Without nurses, humanity would be screwed. So I want you to realize that we have the power. They don't. Law enforcement will try to control you. mold you and say, hey, if you haven't got an ID, you can't go into that shop. If you don't have the ID, you can't go to the beach. And you have to say, we ain't having this. Say it a bit louder. We ain't having this. One more time. We ain't having this, okay? That's how to avoid vaccinations. That's how to get rid of the cabal. Realize that you have to speak up. Because if you don't, your grandchildren will suffer. I told you. What will you tell your grandchildren you did in the great pandemic, or what I call the great panic? Make sure you can tell your grandchildren that actually, I wasn't having it. I did something about it, okay? They will do you dirty, deep divers. The cabal will do you dirty if you let them, okay? Now, the mask. A lot of people on the planet right about now are wearing a face mask. But deep divers, I hope you know that after this fades away, people are still going to be wearing a face mask because they're going to be afraid a new virus is going to come on the planet. Now, let's break down the symbolism of a face mask. If you are always wearing a face mask, guess what, deep divers? I can't see your smile. And guess what, deep divers? They want to take away your smile. What? Slow motion this side. So, you have to realize that not only is a face mask linked to the symbolism of not being able to speak, because when you see people around the city wearing a mask, their mouth is covered. No, deep divers, you have to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, okay? That's how to avoid the vaccinations. That's how to get rid of the cabal. Don't suffer in silence. Speak how you feel. And realize, deep divers, because we are the blood of the system, we power the system. We are the majority. You have to have unity now more than ever. Put aside your color, your nationality, your race, your religion, because at the end of the day, last time I checked, it was called the human race. The cabal don't have colors. They work together. That's why the few can control the many. That's why the 1% can control the many. So you have to realize that strength in numbers, okay? Strength in numbers. Strength in numbers. Unite with your fellow human being. Put aside your differences and say, actually, we need a plan to get our ass out of this. We need to come together in peace, in love, in harmony. That's how you get rid of the cabal. You vibrate on a higher frequency. They can only control you when you are on a lower frequency of fear. So you have to raise your frequency every single day by coming into nature, doing a little samba, baby. Okay? They will do you dirty, deep divers, if you let them. They will put a 5G mini tower in every single neighborhood. There will be one down your road. No, there will be one opposite your house, deep divers, spreading those millimeter waves which are hazardous to your health. Ask yourself this, deep divers, why did 180 scientists in 40 countries beg the EU, the European Union, to postpone 5G because of its hazardous effects on the human being? Because a lot of research shows This causes radiation. This causes cancer. And if you allow it, you will have to answer to your grandchildren when they have diseases caused by 5G technology. Now, 5G technology is very fast, okay? I told you, it's the only network that can handle the speed of the future. But at the same time, it's also a bioweapon. So make sure you know your rights to protest, to say, actually, we ain't having it. We are not having it. Deep divers, they will do you dirty. Oh, so dirty if you let them. The vaccination. I'm afraid, Ralph, I'm not deep divers, because what am I going to tell them? We ain't having it. We are not having it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Remind yourself, deep divers, nobody can make you do anything against your will. You have rights. You have rights. You see, if enough human beings realize that actually we are the power, 7.5 billion human beings, okay? If they all loved and respected each other, just imagine what they could accomplish. So you have to realize that you are going to need other people right now more than ever to avoid the vaccinations. You're going to have to protest. You're going to have to use your platform like I'm using my platform as an influencer. Okay, use this, because this device right now is the most powerful device you have to get information out there. I'm scrolling. No, instead of just scrolling, deep divers, post something that can wake up people's minds. What? Slow motion this side. Use the device called a mobile phone to start posting about what's going on the planet. Raise awareness about what's going on the planet. This is how the cabal fall. This is how to get rid of the cabal, and this is how to avoid the vaccinations. Remind yourself, deep divers, nobody has power over you without your permission. Nobody has power over you without your consent. Nobody has power over you without your agreement. Deep divers, they will do you dirty, so dirty, if you let them. They will ask for your certificate of vaccination ID, COVID-19, your certificate, okay? They will ask for that at the airport. And if you say, I haven't got one, you won't be traveling to see the cat down the road and it won't happen. So, what are we gonna do about this, Ralph? We ain't having it. Your voice is your most powerful asset. Let me repeat that. What? Your voice is your most powerful asset. Like Bob Marley said, you gotta stand up for your rights. Don't give up the fight, deep divers, because if you do, they are gonna screw you so bad, you're gonna be screaming for days. Ouch! Yeah, they're gonna shaft you, deep divers. It's not gonna be pretty if you let them. But if you say, wait a minute, I don't want a certificate of vaccination ID. I know my rights. Now, this won't happen because you have rights and being free is your birthright. Deep divers, they will do you dirty if you let them. 7-day vegan challenge. Shout out to everybody who's drinking a delicious green juice smoothie. goji berries, oranges, apples, limes, lemons, peaches, mangoes, nectarines. Now I'm just naming fruits, deep divers, okay? We really need to boost our immune system to prevent us from catching viruses and diseases. We really need to be eating a plant-based diet to help us get rid of all the mucus in our bodies, to help us purify our blood, okay? And that's why, to avoid the vaccinations, to get rid of the cabal, you have to realize that you have to start taking your health seriously. You got to put an end to fast food, and you have to welcome what I call real soul food. What? Slow motion this side. You've seen those long ass queues, deep divers, in the supermarkets outside them? That's a pain in the ass, right? The cat down the road's like, yes, it is. I'm not queuing. What is the cat down the road doing instead? It's planting okra in its garden, deep divers, 7-day vegan challenge. It's growing mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, in the garden, deep divers. It's growing apple trees, deep divers, lemon trees, acai, hemp. Is growing it, deep divers, on its plot of land. Isn't it lucky? You can be lucky too, deep divers. This is your lucky day. Instead of depending on the supermarket, please feed me. Learn how to feed yourself. Learn how to move into sustainable living. Deep divers, I'm no saint. I'm like, damn, I gotta get on growing my own food. Get a plot of land and start growing my own fruits and vegetables, because I can't depend on the supermarket. I ain't gonna queue up 45 minutes just to get some grapes when I can actually grow my own vineyard. Oh, I'm getting excited, deep divers, because every single day I wake up with a whole bunch of grapes in my mouth, full of resveratrols, which are fantastic for your heart health. So instead of depending on the supermarket, why not learn agriculture? Why not learn how to grow your own foods? That's how to avoid vaccinations. That's how to get rid of the cabal. Deep divers, they will do you dirty if you let them. Now, what are we gonna do? When we look around, we see the world in bondage, in quarantine, in a state of emergency, in a state of house arrest. The whole planet is on lockdown. The future seems bleak, but deep divers, I'm celebrating every single day. Why? Because I'm in the 5th dimension. Why? Because I don't need 5G. Because I'm in 5D. Why? Because I'm doing a little samba every single day, baby. Life is good because I create my reality. I don't live according to theirs. Now. Oh, you enjoyed that one, right? Let me give you some solutions, okay? Because the news is always full of problems. The death toll keeps increasing. They feed you fear, deep divers, and you have to feed yourself love. Now, whoever angers you controls you. Let me repeat that. Whoever angers you controls you. You get out of this by realizing that whoever angers you controls you. I meet a lot of people who are so frustrated with the world, with the cabal, and that's cool. Express your emotions, but realize this. If you are so angry by the media, by your politicians, because you know it's the world's greatest cover-up, if you are so angry with Bill Gates, realize this. Whoever angers you controls you. We know what they're doing. But deep divers, how you get out of this? Listen very closely. Brains, okay? Not fists. You need brains, deep divers, not fists. You need love, not fear. You need heart, not ego. You need compassion, not judgment. You need calm, not anger. What? Slow motion this side. Brains, not fists. The reason why the Cabal are so powerful, the reason why they can create man-made viruses, the reason why they can install smart grids all over the planet is because they have the knowledge. Deep divers, you can also get the knowledge once you learn how to know thyself. I told you. The greatest hoax is the world out there. There is no world out there. There is only the world within you. Meditation, not screams, okay? That's how you get out of this. Meditation, not screams. When you go on the journey within, you will see, just like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, the power has been with you all along, and you'll just smile because you will be as powerful as they are. No. Deep divers, you will be more powerful than them because they need you in fear. And guess what? You don't need them. So, know thyself today, deep divers. Realize this, there are two natures on the planet. One is love, one is fear. One wants to help, one wants to destroy. The Cabal want to destroy. Why, Ralph? Because that's their job, deep divers, just like it's the media's job to distract you, to deceive you. Don't hate them. That's their nature. You've got to ask yourself, what is my nature? Wait a minute, my nature is to uplift. My nature is to help. So start doing that. Focus on what you came here to do. They're going to do their job. You got to do yours, deep divers. They'll do you dirty, deep divers, if you let them. Now you ask how to avoid vaccinations and how to get rid of the Cabal. Listen very closely, deep divers. If you feel you don't belong in this world because it's so crazy, that's because you came here to create a new one. What? Slow motion this side. Deep divers, I'm an architect of my own reality, creating my new world every single day. Our new world every single day. I'm not living in theirs. Stop living in someone else's world. The news always talking about COVID-19, the death toll. You don't have to live in that reality. Realize this. Thoughts create your reality. And where you place your focus creates your reality. Let me repeat that. Where you place your focus creates your reality. Stop giving them your attention and give them the back, okay? Turn your back on them, deep divers. They don't deserve your attention. They don't deserve your focus. Focus on what grows you, not what destroys you. Oh, baby. They will do you dirty if you let them. You ask how to avoid vaccinations because they want to put a tiny nano chip, invisible to the naked eye, inside that vaccine. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Don't be, because it's not going to happen for you. If you are standing up for your rights, and if you unite with other human beings to make a stand, they can't do anything because deep divers, just like in that film Ants, when Z realized, wait a minute, the worker ants outnumbered the generals? Oh, it was over. They took over that colony, right? So we are the power. We are the power. Let me give you another solution. Don't believe in the future they show you. Do not believe the future they show you. They're going to show you a whole lot of smart grids, artificial intelligence, 5G, 10G, 15G. Don't believe in that future. Instead, create your own. What? Slow motion this side. I don't even think of them. So they don't even exist. What? I said, I don't even think of them. The Cabal, I don't even think of them. So they don't even exist. Okay? Deep divers, you are the power. You always was and you always will be. That's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Beautiful deep divers. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody diving deep. Oh, we had fun with this one. I'm just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. If you've got a question for me, deep divers, add me on the verified Instagram page at official Ralph Smart and the verified Facebook page at Ralph Smart. And if you are a sexy ass model, woo, who is living in the fifth dimension, add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Show me what you got. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more information like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Never forget how beautiful life is. Oh, I got blue skies and white clouds. Like, I'm in love, deep divers. I'm really in love. Have a beautiful day. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You play that song. How did it go? I've got the power. Yeah, you have the power.